Anybody can stand up, y'all. I don't want anybody to miss a chance here. Rock on. Go ahead. Greasing up my lips here. Things ready to go. Well, hello. How are you? Here you go, sweetie.
Thank you.
Okay. You smell good. What's that?
I think it's either jasmine oil or I'm wearing two different things.
That's great. So that combination is really pretty.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
Who did you want to hear from most of all?
My cousin.
It's a cousin theme today. What's up with cousins today? Were y'all like brother and sister, best friends? Okay, yeah. So he's talking about her. Was it something he did that got him to where he is?
Kind of.
Well, anyway, that's just what he's saying. He's like, so sorry about that. Makes sense. So you're mad at him?
No.
Sure about that?
Well, I wish he was a little smarter about it, but...
But, okay, so he's just getting down to the nitty-gritty of it, to where it's okay to be angry at what had happened. So that's a natural way of feeling. And so he just talks about that. It's okay to feel angry. He's not going to be upset that you're angry, because that's a natural way to feel, because you love him. The anger is based in love. And so you're angry because of what had happened, because of what he had done that got him to where he is. Fast and loose, playing fast and loose here. So how are the two of y'all connected here?
Oh, that's my boyfriend.
So y'all get married?
Well...
Did I ruin something for you? Okay. I'm just telling you what... I see it. Real soon. You've been feeling it too? You're wanting to have a family? Yeah, that's coming. It's exciting. So y'all just knew when you met it was to be, right? It was like instant, boom.
Yeah.
No question. It's like I found my person.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's carry on. Let's move on with it. Let's just get it going. Let's go. Create a lot of memories. Because you've always wanted to be a mom. You've always wanted to have children. Like, that's who you are. Like, that's your mission, your purpose. I'm raising my children. That's wonderful. He's telling me it's not necessarily a bad thing that you're growing up through this, because this is the first really tragic event you've had in your life, correct? And so kind of the way the group read works, we go from here to there and everywhere. You can, from the last read we did a minute ago, you maybe couldn't relate before with other people when they had trauma, and now you're one of those who are like, oh, I get this now. So he said you've grown up a lot in this, to where now life is a little bit more real in this way. Because even though we know that the clock is ticking, we avoid it and then oftentimes people go through a lot of life without a lot of death, and then they're stunned when somebody leaves. Well, you didn't have that privilege, because you didn't have a whole lot of life, and then this happened. And so, but he said, this is good for you. It actually will make you stronger, a better mother in that way too as well. So he talks about that. He does talk about the month of April, birthday anniversary of death, so the month of April fits too as well. Make sense?
I think so.
Okay, well, it will after you'll go, okay, that's where that fits. Okay, because it could be connected to you too as well. And your mom's still here in the physical, right? And so she loved her, like, awesome. Like, she's like, get a move on it now, right?
She hasn't said those words to me yet.
Your mom knows. She's quite intuitive. She's understanding that y'all are going to be making a life together. You're a blend of your parents. Yeah. Yeah. You look like your mom and your dad. Have you been doing a lot of math?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, good, but you're really good at it.
No.
Yes.
I mean...
Yes, you actually are.
I mean, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe you need to take another look at it. Maybe, find another way of finding it, because math is complex in that way, to where once you crack that code, it may not be what you think it was. When you find the way your brain works, does that make sense for you? You got to find the way your brain works. You'll find quite the genius in there. Make sense? Okay. But math is your friend, and that's what they're talking about. So, your nemesis at the moment, but your friend. It's what's going to get you where you need to go. Don't let it stop you from. So, what is it that you do?
Well, I'm a student right now.
Oh,
But I'm an artist and I'm a writer, so I don't.
Yeah, but art is math.
Yeah, I guess.
Yo, yes it is. Look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the bird, look at everything created in that way, right? It's all math, it's simple, everything is math, right? That will crack the code in you, what they're saying. So what direction are you gonna go?
I don't know, I'm trying to figure that out.
Don't change, okay. Okay, what they're saying here is don't shift, stay the course. Okay, make sense? Okay, so a lot comes through and they're like, don't say this, don't say this, don't say this, this is private. So you should understand what they're saying. Stay the course in that. So is it math that's giving you the problem to where you're starting to say, what do I want to do? This is their way of saying, actually, you're really good at it, so that's not a reason to give up on what you're doing here. And as far as like moving on with your life together here, now how old are y'all?
I'm 18. She's 17.
Okay. So we are still, it's okay, and they're talking about it, it's okay to plan ahead, because when you know, you know. Except for some people, it would be too young. But I'm just telling you what the spirit world is saying here, okay? It's very possible. How old were your parents when they got married? Yes, you.
They were young, maybe 20s.
But quite young, but they knew each other for a while, didn't they? Like best friends for a while. Okay, so see, that's why the spirit world real quick goes back to her. See, now her parents have been together for a really long time, but they knew like the two of y'all know. And how long has it been they've been together now? A long time.
Yeah, more than 50 years. 50 years.
Strong relationship. So anyway, that's the support in that. And your parents' support in this too as well. So focus more on living, but understanding life is about loss too as well. You'll get stronger through it. You needed to actually grow through this. Know that it's not going to destroy you. You see, that's the thing about loss and sudden loss and devastating loss of what you're dealing with here. You're going to come out of this stronger. And that's what he says. It's going to empower you. You're going to be a better person for this, because you're not going to be shallow. You're not going to be, you're going to be solid and strong and have a powerful knowing to help other people. Look at that, look at it this way. Had this not happened, you wouldn't have that compassion for others that you do now. It's not unless you experience this will you have that compassion. Experiencing this, unfortunately, is what has to happen in order for you to have that type of compassion, to understand what people are going through. And so it makes your life fuller in this way. It's not a way to, he doesn't want you to go in the direction of, oh shit, I fear everything now. Right. He said, because I left the physical doesn't change the fact that everybody does eventually. It just is an eye-opener for you because it happened to you in that way. So he's really clear on that for you, okay? So these are things that have been going through you recently, and this is why he's talking about this. Are you sure you can figure out the April? Where's the April with y'all?
I think
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's his mom's birthday, my grandma's birthday.
Okay, yeah. So you recognize it. Nice. Right, okay, cool. So you see how the spirit world works. They're going to kick it out in that way, so you have that support. And you smell good too, so you got that going for you. Are you going to go into fashion and industry?
I've thought about it, but right now I'm really doing opera.
Oh, beautiful.
but I don't know if I should stay with it.
Well, there's a lot of fashion in opera, right?
That's true.
Uh-huh. Well, this is all about you continuing and keeping your voice too as well. Right, right. So don't use him as a reason why not to. Right, right. So with your talent, it does put you with a lot of people in the fashion and industry too as well. Okay, so that's kind of a little bit of a future to where if you build your future in that and the opera also too, you will be living both worlds, that and fashion industry in that, and an icon in that way is what they're talking about. You see, with that fashion, because you do love the fashion
I do.
part of it too as well. So what they're saying is that can be your thing within what you are gifted with, right? Now to be the one who wears the beautiful, stylish, that more simple times, right? Bring that back, a little bit more reserved, bring that back, right? The world is ready for that. Okay. But yeah, so carry on and don't be so angry, but allow yourself to be angry is what he says. And your mom's still here in the physical, correct? Okay, good. She has a hard time with loss too, correct? Okay, so a lot of this, you're worried about her too as well. Okay, well, you do your life right. You keep moving, that will help her, okay? We're good. Yeah, thank you.